As we get older, our perspectives and experiences shape how we see the world and how we navigate life's challenges. Many of us who are in our 70s or 80s have faced hardships, seen changes in society, and learned to value safety, respect, and awareness. But as we enjoy our later years, it's still important to stay vigilant about certain dangers that might come from unexpected sources. Often, people think that the greatest threats are those who are loud or visibly aggressive, but real danger can sometimes be hidden beneath calm exteriors. This guide focuses on three types of people we might encounter in our everyday lives who could pose serious risks, whether it's while shopping, walking in the neighborhood, interacting with service providers, or even dealing with family and acquaintances. Knowing how to recognize and respond to these potentially dangerous individuals can be crucial for your safety. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. 1. The person who has nothing to. One of the most dangerous types of individuals we may encounter is someone who feels they have nothing left to lose. This type of person can be found anywhere, blending into everyday environments. A stranger at the grocery store, a passerby on the street, or even someone in our community. They might not appear physically imposing or act aggressively, but their sense of loss and lack of hope can make them unpredictable and, at times, extremely dangerous. This kind of person isn't bound by the same considerations or fears that guide most people, understanding why they're dangerous. To appreciate why individuals with nothing to lose can be so dangerous, it helps to understand their psychological state. For most people, daily actions are influenced by an underlying sense of responsibility, whether it's a desire to protect loved ones, safeguard a career, or simply maintain a stable reputation in their community. These responsibilities act as natural restraints, making people think twice before acting out in harmful or reckless ways. However, when someone reaches a point where they feel they have lost everything of value, whether it's family, career, home, or even their own self-worth, their behavior can change dramatically. Without a sense of accountability, they may no longer worry about consequences, as they feel they have little or nothing left to protect. This mindset, unfortunately, creates an openness to impulsive and dangerous behavior. They might engage in actions that others would immediately avoid, such as making threats, engaging in reckless physical confrontation, or reacting unpredictably in situations that provoke them. This is especially relevant for seniors who might encounter individuals going through personal crises or facing severe hardships. In a society where the cost of living can be challenging and personal losses can accumulate over a lifetime, people facing extreme circumstances are more common than we might think. A person who feels they've lost it all can become desperate or even hostile. And seniors, who may be perceived as vulnerable, need to be especially mindful of these individuals. Recognizing the signs. While people with nothing to lose may not always appear outwardly aggressive, certain behaviors and signs can give insight into their mindset. Here are some clues that may help you recognize if someone around you is dealing with a profound sense of loss and is therefore a potential threat. Unstable emotional behavior. Individuals who have lost a great deal might exhibit emotional instability. They may switch between calm and irritation or anger with little warning, sometimes over seemingly minor frustrations. This unpredictability is a sign of someone who feels overwhelmed or unable to cope with their emotions. Reckless or disregardful actions. These individuals might engage in risky or unusual behavior, such as driving erratically, cutting in lines, or behaving disruptively in public spaces. Such actions can indicate a lack of regard for social norms, signaling that they feel disconnected from others and are no longer concerned about fitting in or following rules. A detached or withdrawn appearance. Often, people who feel they have nothing left will exhibit signs of detachment, such as avoiding eye contact, appearing lost in thought, or showing little to no interest in what's happening around them. While not all detached people are dangerous, this behavior combined with other signs can be a clue that someone may be struggling and potentially volatile. Frequent complaints or expressions of hopelessness. Sometimes these individuals verbalize their sense of loss and lack of purpose through statements like, "Nothing matters anymore," "I have nothing left to live for," or "Nobody cares about me." While it's essential to approach everyone with compassion, these phrases can serve as red flags. They may indicate a deep-seated despair that, when unchecked, could lead to risky or dangerous behaviors. Practical advice for staying safe. Encounters with individuals who feel they have nothing to lose can happen anywhere. Seniors, who often have a calm, friendly, and approachable demeanor, may unintentionally attract people who are in distress or experiencing severe hardship. Here's how to handle interactions with these individuals safely and respectfully. Maintain a safe distance. If you sense that someone might be volatile or emotionally unstable, it's wise to keep a respectful distance. Avoid getting too close or engaging in physical proximity that might make them feel crowded or threatened, as this can sometimes trigger hostile responses in people who are already on edge. Use a calm, neutral tone. If you need to communicate with someone you suspect is in this mental state, speak in a calm, neutral tone. Show respect without appearing overly friendly, as excessive familiarity can sometimes be misinterpreted. Avoid appearing overly sympathetic, as this could inadvertently provoke them if they're feeling particularly resentful or sensitive. Avoid arguments or disagreements. Individuals with nothing to lose are often not open to discussion or compromise. Avoid disagreeing or debating with them, even on trivial matters. Instead, try to steer clear of confrontation by nodding politely or using neutral responses like, "I see," or "Thank you for sharing." Refusing potential conflicts in this way can help prevent unnecessary escalation. Exit the situation gracefully. If the person's behavior makes you uncomfortable, find a way to leave the situation politely. You might say, "Excuse me, I need to get going," or "It was nice chatting with you, but I have to be on my way." Politely disengaging allows you to remove yourself from the encounter without drawing attention or causing offense. Trust your instincts. As someone with decades of life experience, you likely have a well-honed sense of intuition. If you feel that someone's behavior seems off, or if you sense they may be harboring a deep sense of resentment or frustration, trust your instincts and take appropriate steps to distance yourself from the situation. Why awareness matters for seniors. For seniors, staying aware of individuals who feel they have nothing to lose is about maintaining both physical and emotional safety. In your later years, you've earned the right to live peacefully and with a sense of security. This doesn't mean living in fear, but it does mean being prepared for encounters with people who may not respect the same boundaries. Remaining alert and cautious can empower you to enjoy your daily activities and interactions with confidence. You don't have to sacrifice kindness or warmth, but having a quiet awareness of the world around you can help you avoid potential dangers. Encounters with those who feel they've lost it all can be challenging, but by keeping your distance, showing respect, and trusting your instincts, you can protect yourself while still embracing the joys and interactions that enrich daily life. 2. The experienced violent person. The second category of potentially dangerous individuals is the person with extensive experience in violence. This could include someone with a background in military or law enforcement, or a person who has been involved in frequent physical confrontations. What makes these individuals particularly dangerous is their familiarity with violent situations and their knowledge of how to handle themselves effectively, even under high-stress conditions. While most people feel intimidated or fearful in violent or aggressive scenarios, experienced violent individuals remain calm and know how to respond quickly and strategically, often with little hesitation. understanding why they're dangerous. The experienced violent person is not simply someone who might lash out due to anger or frustration. They possess a high level of comfort with confrontation and a level of self-assurance that comes from repeated exposure to physical conflict. This experience gives them a psychological advantage. They understand both the physical and mental components of violence. They can anticipate reactions, remain composed, and assess vulnerabilities in others. For many of us, the concept of engaging in a violent confrontation is foreign, something to be avoided at all costs. But for these individuals, physical conflict is familiar territory, whether from training or repeated personal encounters. This comfort with aggression and their ability to control and direct it makes them especially dangerous. Unlike the average person who might hesitate or falter, the experienced violent person knows how to act swiftly, effectively, and with precision. This group may include various backgrounds: ex-military, law enforcement, martial artists, or individuals who have had repeated encounters in street altercations. In each case, their experience creates a unique combination of skills and confidence that can make them a real threat, especially in situations where they feel threatened or challenged. Recognizing the signs. It can be challenging to identify an experienced violent person, as they often don't fit the stereotypical tough image. Many of these individuals may appear calm, controlled, and observant rather than aggressive or overtly intimidating. However, there are subtle signs that might indicate someone has a background in physical confrontations. A calm and controlled demeanor. Experienced violent individuals tend to be calm in situations where others might show fear, anxiety, or nervousness. They might stand back and observe rather than engaging immediately. This calmness can be unsettling, as it often suggests a high level of self-assurance in handling physical conflict. An observant and calculative nature. People with violent experience are often hyper-aware of their surroundings. They tend to assess and analyze the people and environment around them, sometimes watching others in a way that may seem overly intense. This observant behavior is often a habit developed from training or repeated confrontational experiences, where staying alert was critical. Physical markers of training. While not always visible, certain physical traits can be indicators of someone's experience with violence. These can include strong posture, confident movements, and quick reflexes. Some may even bear scars or visible signs of past physical encounters. However, these physical markers should be interpreted cautiously and in context, as they aren't definitive indicators. An unfazed reaction to aggression. When others raise their voices or exhibit aggressive behavior, an experienced violent person is less likely to react emotionally. Instead, they often display a measured response, watching carefully without appearing alarmed. Their calm reaction to aggression shows that they aren't intimidated and may even be calculating how to respond if things escalate. Practical advice for staying safe. Seniors may encounter such individuals in a variety of settings, while out in public, within the community, or even among acquaintances. While most of these people are not inherently dangerous or looking for trouble, it's important to recognize and navigate interactions with caution to avoid potential risks. Here are some strategies for dealing with experienced violent individuals effectively and safely. Avoid provocation or confrontation. One of the most important things to remember is to avoid engaging in any sort of challenge or provocation with these individuals. They may have spent years training to handle confrontation, and even a simple misunderstanding or minor conflict escalate quickly if they feel threatened. Instead, focus on de-escalating and maintaining a neutral stance in any conversation or interaction. Stay calm and respectful. Experienced violent people respect those who maintain composure. If you find yourself in an interaction with someone who may fit this profile, remain calm and courteous. Avoid any language or body language that could be perceived as confrontational. Keep your tone respectful and avoid discussing topics that could be controversial or emotionally charged. Be aware of your surroundings. In any public place, be mindful of where exits are located and make note of other people around you. If someone's behavior makes you feel uncomfortable, or if you sense that they are intensely observing you, try to position yourself in a way that allows you to exit smoothly. Staying aware of your surroundings can provide you with options to leave calmly and safely if necessary. Keep interactions brief. When dealing with someone who appears to be an experienced violent individual, it's best to limit the interaction to what's necessary. Avoid lengthy conversations, especially if you sense any underlying tension. Keeping things brief reduces the chances of miscommunication and minimizes the opportunity for anything to escalate. Avoid physical contact or gestures. Physical gestures, even friendly ones like a pat on the shoulder, can sometimes be misinterpreted, especially by those who are used to being cautious in confrontational situations. Avoid physical contact unless it's absolutely necessary and maintain a respectful distance. Trust your intuition. If you feel that someone may be experienced in violence and you sense any underlying tension or discomfort in their presence, trust your instincts. Politely excuse yourself from the conversation if you feel uneasy and avoid lingering. Your intuition, based on years of life experience, is a valuable tool for recognizing when a situation or person may pose a potential risk. Why caution matters for seniors. For seniors, the goal is to enjoy peaceful, safe interactions in all environments. While most people who have experience in violence are not seeking conflict, being aware of their presence and knowing how to navigate interactions with them can help prevent unnecessary risk. Many seniors may also live independently or interact with a variety of new people in social settings, so it's essential to be cautious and alert. Keeping a calm, respectful, and non-confrontational approach allows you to handle situations confidently without placing yourself in unnecessary danger. By maintaining a neutral and considerate demeanor, you can manage interactions effectively and ensure your safety while still enjoying your everyday activities. Recognizing that experienced violent individuals possess a unique skill set is not about fearing them. It's about understanding the importance of mutual respect and the impact of controlled behavior. With a little awareness and thoughtful interaction, you can navigate these encounters smoothly, maintaining both your personal safety and your peace of mind. 3. The unsuspecting predator. The third type of potentially dangerous individual, and arguably the most insidious, is the unsuspecting predator. This person may not fit the stereotype of a dangerous individual. They often blend seamlessly into their surroundings, appearing friendly, gentle, or even helpful. Their unassuming demeanor is precisely what makes them so dangerous. Unlike other threatening individuals who might reveal their intentions through aggressive or suspicious behavior, the unsuspecting predator strategy is subtle manipulation and calculated deception. For seniors who may be more trusting due to years of seeing the good in people, the unsuspecting predator poses a unique risk. This individual may approach under the guise of assistance, companionship, or business, taking advantage of the goodwill, trust, or even loneliness that some seniors experience. Understanding how to recognize and protect yourself from unsuspecting predators is crucial for maintaining both emotional and financial security. Why they're dangerous. Unsuspecting predators are dangerous because they don't typically reveal their true intentions up front. Instead, they often observe, listen, and carefully study their target's vulnerabilities before taking any action. They may initially seem kind, attentive, or trustworthy, creating a facade that allows them to get close without raising alarms. In fact, they often go out of their way to appear as ordinary as possible to avoid suspicion. This enables them to gain trust and create a bond, which they can then exploit for personal gain. The motives of unsuspecting predators can vary. Some may seek financial gain, while others might look for emotional or psychological control. What makes them particularly harmful is their skill at manipulation. They might target seniors who live alone, who seem in need of assistance, or who are open to companionship, using these factors to build a relationship that eventually leads to exploitation. For seniors, falling prey to these individuals can result in financial loss, emotional trauma, and a lasting sense of betrayal. This type of danger can be challenging to identify as it doesn't come from physical force, but from subtle, calculated manipulation. Recognizing the signs. Identifying an unsuspecting predator requires careful observation and a willingness to trust your instincts, even when someone appears outwardly friendly. Here are some common behaviors and red flags that might indicate you're dealing with this type of individual. Overly friendly or ingratiating behavior. Unsuspecting predators often make an extra effort to seem friendly, perhaps overly so. They may shower you with compliments, go out of their way to do favors, or act as though they are exceptionally interested in your well-being. While kindness is genuine in many people, if someone's friendliness feels excessive or unusually intense, it could be a sign they're trying to establish trust quickly. Invasive questions or prying interest. Predators often try to gather personal information subtly. They might ask about your family, finances, or daily routines under the pretense of friendly conversation or concern. Watch for questions that seem overly personal or unnecessary, especially if you've only just met the person. Frequent and unsolicited check-ins. This person might check in on you frequently without being asked, showing up at your door, calling often, or offering unsolicited help. While this can be a sign of genuine care, it can also indicate that they're trying to create a dependency or are working to position themselves as someone you need. This tactic can create a sense of obligation, making it harder to distance yourself later on. Reluctance to involve others. Unsuspecting predators often prefer one-on-one interactions, as it's easier to manipulate someone when they're alone. If you suggest involving a friend, family member, or even another professional in the relationship, whether it's about financial advice, personal matters, or a business decision, they might discourage it or show resistance. This can be a clear sign that they're trying to avoid outside scrutiny. Appealing to emotions or sympathy. Predators are skilled at identifying and exploiting emotional vulnerabilities. They may tell stories that tug at your heartstrings or portray themselves as a victim in some way, encouraging you to feel sorry for them. By building an emotional connection, they can subtly influence you to overlook red flags or to feel a sense of loyalty, which they can later use to their advantage. Practical advice for staying safe. For seniors, dealing with unsuspecting predators requires awareness, caution, and clear boundaries. Here are some practical strategies to protect yourself while maintaining friendly and positive social interactions. Take your time getting to know new people. Predators often try to gain trust quickly, so take your time in any new relationship, whether it's a friend, caregiver, or service provider. Don't feel pressured to share personal information or let them into your life right away. A genuine person will understand and respect your boundaries. Limit the amount of personal information you share. Avoid discussing finances, family situations, health issues, or your daily routines with people you don't know well. Even seemingly harmless details like whether you live alone or have family nearby can provide information that a predator could exploit. Keep conversations general until you feel completely secure in the relationship. Involve trusted friends or family members. If you're considering a new friendship or allowing someone into your personal space, like a caregiver or service provider, discuss it with a friend or family member. Having a second opinion can provide valuable perspective and help you identify any behaviors you may have overlooked. Unsuspecting predators often avoid relationships where they know others are involved, as it increases the risk of exposure. Set boundaries and stick to them. Be firm in setting boundaries, especially with new acquaintances. If someone seems overly attentive or invasive, politely but clearly establish limits. For example, you might say, "I appreciate your help, but I'm okay on my own," or "I prefer to keep that private." Setting boundaries can discourage predators from pursuing further contact if they see you won't easily allow them to overstep. Trust your instincts. Seniors have years of life experience, and intuition is often a powerful tool. If you feel uncomfortable or sense that something is off, even if you can't pinpoint why, trust that feeling. Unsuspecting predators rely on people second guessing themselves, so honoring your instincts can be your best line of defense. Don't be afraid to say no. Many seniors are kind-hearted and might feel hesitant to refuse someone's help or requests. However, it's entirely acceptable to say no if someone is crossing your boundaries or making you uncomfortable. Saying no is your right, and a trustworthy person will always respect it. Conclusion: embracing awareness and staying safe. As we journey through our later years, it's only natural to seek peace, companionship, and the simple joys of daily life. With decades of life experience, we possess wisdom, resilience, and a strong sense of intuition. But with these strengths also comes a responsibility to protect ourselves from those who may not have our best interests at heart. Awareness of the different types of potentially dangerous individuals we may encounter, the person who has nothing to lose, the experienced violent person, and the unsuspecting predator, empowers us to recognize potential risks without living in fear. These types of individuals can be challenging to identify because they don't always look dangerous. Yet by staying vigilant and understanding the signs, we equip ourselves with knowledge and a clear perspective on how to handle interactions with caution and respect. Here are some final, essential pieces of advice to help you remain safe, secure, and confident in your interactions. 1. Trust your instincts. Your intuition, refined through a lifetime of experiences, is one of your most valuable assets. If something doesn't feel right, respect that feeling. Even if you can't explain why, honor your instincts and take steps to distance yourself from the person or situation. 2. Set clear boundaries. Having clear boundaries in relationships protects your emotional and physical well-being. Whether it's limiting how much personal information you share, keeping interactions brief with strangers, or politely declining help you didn't ask for, boundaries are a key way to maintain control over your interactions. 3. Involve trusted loved ones. There's no need to navigate new relationships alone. Keep trusted family members or friends informed about new acquaintances or people who enter your life. Their outside perspective can help you recognize any red flags you might miss, offering you additional security and peace of mind. 4. Stay cautiously open. While it's wise to remain vigilant, it's equally important not to let caution close you off from all new connections. There are countless kind and genuine people who can enrich your life. Stay open to positive relationships, but do so with a healthy sense of discernment. 5. Practice mindful observation. In any interaction, be aware of your surroundings and note behaviors that may seem out of place. Staying observant doesn't mean being distrustful. It simply means being mindful of how people behave and knowing when to distance yourself if needed. In the end, these principles aren't about fostering distrust or suspicion. They're about fostering strength, awareness, and self-respect. With careful awareness and mindful boundaries, you can continue to engage with the world, enjoying the friendships, family connections, and community that bring you joy. Living safely and confidently means honoring your well-being and remaining empowered by the wisdom you've gained. Stay safe, trust yourself, and continue to live fully with both caution and courage. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.